swallow the sky as you travel through the valley.
Alright, hi everybody. Oh my gosh, whoops, sorry, that was way loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that was awful. Okay. Alright, don't laugh, but this is like the 5th time I tried to record this, and I've made a lot of mistakes, so we're just gonna go with it, and whatever happens, happens. So, just bear with me. Anyways, hi! Oh my gosh, it's been such a crazy week. Like, first off, thank you all so much for all your comments and your suggestions. They're great. Like, very appreciative. I'm also gonna start trying to say like less. So, things are gonna get better, slowly. But, I decided this week to focus more on a genre. I did a lot of electronic music last week, both on my own and with Morgan, so this week we have indie and folk rock, but I would say it's more folk because I kind of went through and I got rid of a lot of the indie, but there's a little in there still. But yeah, for the intro song, we've been listening to Tallest Man on Earth, one of my favorite artists, and this is It Will Follow the Rain. And there's a really cool music video for it in the playlist that I will have attached to this. So, another note that I wanted to get to before we start officially with this episode is, some of you might have noticed my last episode of Morgan's Shuffle, I'm going to turn myself up a little bit. My last episode of Morgan's Shuffle got taken down off of YouTube because of SME issues. Well, it didn't really get taken down, but for us in Germany it did. So, I'd like to say that when it's not available on YouTube, always check Vimeo, because I will upload anything that's blocked in Germany to Vimeo so my friends can see it. Now I feel like I'm really loud. Okay. Alright, wow, I'm really out of breath. I just had such a long day. It's crazy. I shouldn't blow into the mic, I'm sorry. But, yeah, so we're done here. Let's move on to the next song. Okay, so, Monday morning, waking up. This is the song you want to listen to, because Fleet Foxes are really great. They're great for just walking around and listening to, like, they're kind of my thinking music. I don't know. Here, I'll let you guys listen to a little bit, and that way you can have your own opinions formed already.
Ruffled the fur of the collie 'neath the table, ran out the door through the dark, carved out his initials in the bar.
Really hope this episode doesn't get copyright busted. I don't know. But, yeah, Fleet Foxes. This is Sim Salabim. This is my favorite Fleet Foxes song. The reason I like folk is I feel like it kind of reaches you on a different level than other music. Like, I feel like it's more human than other music. Like, music's trying... I can't talk today. Music's trying to clarify order out of random sound that we heard in nature as human beings. So we're... to make that a little clearer, because I'm not being clear. We hear things like bird calls and stuff like that, and over time we kind of constructed those into what music is today, and we made them more refined and we made them more orderly. So I feel like that's what a lot of music is, but with folk it feels like there's definitely a more human element to it, at least in my mind. But, you know, I guess to each their own. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I figured out how to have proper audio in these, and the answer is really weird. I just had to take the adapter I'm using to go from a headphone to a 1/4 inch and pull it halfway out of the plug, because then it works when it's halfway. I don't know. But this is Sim Salabim by Fleet Foxes off their album Helplessness Blues, and it's really great. It kind of reminds me of Simon and Garfunkel, but in a more modern way, obviously. Let's move on. Oh, okay. This is our first indie bit, so I'll let you guys listen to this. This is one of my favorite bands. Monday Afternoon. So I forgot to turn off my mic during that first song, so you might have heard me like breathing heavily in the background. If you did, I'm sorry. This is Big Echo. No, this is not Big Echo. The album is Big Echo, but the song is Promises, and it's by the Morning Benders, and they're a great band. Like, I love the Morning Benders just because they just feel so warm to me. I love their sound. I know a lot of the people listening to this are my friends from school, and I know you guys tend to like more electronic music. Let's turn down the music a little bit. And this might not be your typical sort of thing, but I think the best part about music is you get to have different bits of music in different parts of your life. So I'm just trying to show as much as I can that I feel like people don't know about. So I feel like not enough people listen to the Morning Benders. There's only 97,000 views on this song. Like, in YouTube standards, that's pretty ridiculous. Wow, I'm talking way too fast, I'm sorry. It's just been a stressful day. I just had a stressful week in general. I applied to college this week and finished my college essay, and I don't know if you guys know a lot about me, but I tend to worry myself a lot when I get myself worked up about things, so it just makes for a long week. I'm going to keep moving on, though, because I don't want this to be a super long episode. So, this is a newer song that I found, and I really like it. So, this is Isbells, Dreamer.
Every time you stargaze, the whole world is lying at your feet. Well, your prayers will be heard.
That is such a good song. Isbells is a really good band. If there was a band in this list that I'd want you to really take away and listen to some more this week, it would probably be Isbells. They're really laid back and relaxed, and listening to their music makes me feel good. If I remember correctly from my last FM, the guy who started Isbells just sort of took time off and went and like locked himself in a cabin and wrote their first album or something. I don't really remember. They're great, though. I think he's Swedish or Finnish, something Scandinavian. I don't know. But this is a really good song. Also, their other song, My Apologies, that's a really good song, too. So, just saying. Alright, this is off their self-titled album, so I think Isbells or maybe Dreamer. I don't know. So I just wrote down self-titled, and I do it for both, so not very clear. But let's keep going. Ooh, this is a cool cover, so I'll let you guys listen to this.
A song from Major Lazer, it's called Watch Out for This.
Pull on, sound a bomb, sound a place up, pull on. Sexy girl, and we can get it off. Call a poo by dirty love. A murder when we're stepping up the club. Select a gummy tapping at the sound. Music up bombs all the rigs, mighty tone, Johnny high grade sent from above. Me tell them.
That is such a great cover. I'm sure most of you should all know by now that I am a huge fan of Satellite Stories. Like, I love Satellite Stories. They're my favorite indie band. They're not my favorite band in general, but I'm thinking about doing a podcast episode about my favorite band, which is Toe. It's a Japanese band. I'd go through their whole album. I'd have to look up the names of their songs, though, because a lot of them are in Japanese, and my Japanese is a little rusty, if you believe it or not. Fun fact, I don't speak Japanese. But this is a cool cover. I like this cover because more and more lately I just keep hearing Major Lazer's name. He's getting really popular here in Germany. So, you know, seeing one of your favorite bands do an acoustic cover of a electric reggae song, I don't know what you call it, it's pretty cool. But let's keep going. Like I said, I don't want this to be a super long episode. You guys got places to be. Alright, this is another good one. So, this one might not be, like, super, I don't know, hipstery, like, not well known. It seems like the video I found of this was from Grey's Anatomy, so I guess it must have been the song, or in the show, so maybe it's pretty common. Excuse me for a second. Alright, back. But yeah. I don't know, I found this on my last FM, and I was just looking for more folk music to put on this playlist, and I found this and I liked it. I know those stories are kind of lame for, I guess, those of you who tune in more to hear me talk. Those aren't very good stories about how I find this music, but I like listening to Last FM. I have all my information written down here, so I'll give that to you guys at the end. That way you can listen to, or you can follow me on multiple platforms and see what I'm listening to. So, for the record, that was Little Children, Distant Shouts by Little Children. And now, this is one of my favorite songs, and I actually do have a good story about this song, but I'll let you listen to it first. So, this is Francis and the Lights with I'll Never Forget You.
86 Charlie came over. He asked me for a favor. Asked me a question. Asked me to make an exception.
Yeah, it's probably long enough, but I like this song. Actually, I bet some of you probably know this song because it was performed by the British star Birdie. She won some sort of award in Britain. I'm sure so many people listening to this right now are like, you don't know what award Birdie won? But I have no idea. But she's a really good singer, and she did a cover of this song, and it got really popular. But I always liked the original. I like Francis's voice. And I was going to sing this song and play it on the piano in my music class, because I take IB Music, higher level. And so I have to do like 20 minutes of performance with that. So I was thinking about doing this, but let's just say my music teacher suggested heavily against it because I couldn't get the timing right. I'll take credit. She was being very fair. I could not play this song as well as I wanted to. But that's kind of what life's about. You gotta accept your limitations sometimes. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so this is a song I actually have a decent story about, and it takes a second to start up, so I'm going to keep talking for a little while. This is Efek Rumah Kaca. That means the greenhouse effect in Malaysian, I think? I might be making an idiot of myself. Or Indonesian, I don't know. I'm sorry. But this is a really good song. I don't understand a word of it, but this is Desember from Efek Rumah Kaca. It's just a stupid name. No, it's not stupid. I'm sorry. Just listen to the song.
Yang bernyanyi dan berenergi di balik awan hitam. Semoga ada yang menerangi sisi gelap ini.
I could actually take the time to Google this right now. Maybe I will, just so I don't feel stupid. Alright, let's see. Efek Rumah Kaca. I think they're Indonesian, so not Malaysian, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, this is a good song. This is a really good song. I learned how to play this on guitar, and I, once again, was going to try and perform this for my music class, but I couldn't teach myself the Indonesian lyrics, like they wouldn't just stick in my head. Weird, I know. I always kind of I try and do stuff that will impress people when I do my performances, because I don't know. If I had to be honest with myself, I guess it would be because I don't always think I'm the best performer. And so I feel like if I do something that's impressive, not technically, but just the creativity of the idea, I don't know. This is a good song. You should listen to it, and you should listen to it even without me talking over it about my silly life problems. But yeah, let's go on to video 9. This is a good song. I say that about every song. I'm sure you guys are like, obviously you wouldn't put a song that you hate on the playlist, but I just like all the songs I put on the playlist. I don't know. This is Brother Sport by Animal Collective, and it actually was going to be the intro to my first weekly playlist, but then I started doing that more with electronic music, so I don't know. Let's just take a look. Once again, as always, I'll have a playlist for this in the description, and that's even true for the Vimeo links, but it's a YouTube playlist, so you can still watch it. I've started putting track listings in the description. I'm working on getting an iTunes count so you guys can download my podcasts. And Spotify, I have that right here. I'm going to start doing Spotify playlists, as one of you, who you know who you are, suggested. So I'm getting on top of it, but one thing at a time. So yeah, Brother Sport, great song. Animal Collective's a really good kind of chill music. They have like a surfy Vampire Weekend-esque sound to them, in my opinion. I don't know. Wow, my voice is so loud. You guys have to give me feedback on my sound quality. I'm constantly trying to make it better. You know, as a musician, I'm very finicky about my sound, but let's just move on and hope it's the best. So, Tallest Man on Earth. Oh, I'm yawning, sorry. Okay, Tallest Man on Earth is back. This is my favorite song by him. I actually know how to play this on the guitar. It's a great song. And it's kind of creepy if you listen to all the lyrics, but I'll let you do that on your own time. This is Where Do My Bluebirds Fly by, well, the Tallest Man on Earth.
Oh, I know you struck the setup, baby, of all the leaves up in the ground. And I know our song is all but healthy as he dry leaves falling down. Oh, with all this fever in my mind, I could drown in your kerosene eyes.
I think it's almost a given that I'm probably going to get GEMA'd or SME'd, which are the things that happen when I can't play my videos in Germany. That's going to happen to this video, because this is relatively popular, or at least distributed music, so wouldn't be surprised. But hey, you guys know where to find me. I'll be on Vimeo. If you guys have any better ideas, just let me know. So yeah, that's a great song. I love playing it on guitar. It's just a great folk song to play. But this song we're about to listen to is the first folk song I really found on Last.fm, and it's really good. I know I say that about every song, but everything about this song just makes my skin, my bones, my body just feel better. Like, you're tired after a long day. I have not been keeping up with what day is which, and I'm so sorry. But luckily, as you will already have noticed, because I'm going to do this in the future, I've provided helpful annotations that help you know which day I'm talking about. So, let's see where we are. We're on Friday. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, Where Did My Bluebird Fly? I felt like that was a good Friday song, because, I don't know. Like I said, I've just been in a funk the last week, even though you guys have been great and you've been helping me a lot with the podcast. Oh, I haven't let you guys listen to this yet. Oh, I'll get back to it.
Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't worry about me.
See, like, it's songs like this that actually made me want to start doing podcasts. Because, I don't know, fun facts about me. I have like several health issues that like my back's just messed up and I have a weird stomach. You know, little stuff. I'm not here to complain or pity, but like the reason I want to start the podcast was because there's certain music that you listen to and it just makes you feel better. Like it makes your body feel good. At least to me it does. And yeah, that's why I started doing it. This is going to be such a long podcast. It's going to be like 28 minutes long. I might release it one part today, one part tomorrow. Who knows? But let's just go to the next song. Yeah. Okay.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we dance in the night. Remember how the stars told us.
So quite obviously this is a cover of a famous song by Earth, Wind & Fire called September. Aw, Earth, Wind & Fire. We're going to have a disco week. I hope you all know that. Disco and like funk week. And Earth, Wind & Fire is going to be on it a lot. But we'll do that later. But right now we're listening to Pomplamoose. And Pomplamoose, I can just hear my American accent right now. But Pomplamoose is a duo, and they're kind of like an indie duo, and they have a lot of covers on YouTube, and they do these really cool music videos where they have like little clips and stuff. You have to watch it. It's fun. I just put this on Saturday, that way you guys would listen to some fun music on Saturday, which leads me to my other Saturday song, which is actually one of my favorite bands. I think they're, once again, either Finnish or Swedish. Rubik. This is Rubik with Laws of Gravity. I feel like they're Swedish, but they could be Finnish. Icelandic? I'm gonna Google it while you guys listen. But this is a good song. It's a good Saturday song, because today is Saturday. They were Finnish. Alright, yes, I went on their Wikipedia page. They are a Finnish band. So, pretty cool. I like Rubik. Once again, Last FM find. Last FM's good because when you're listening to the radio and you have an account on it, like I do, which I will tell you guys at the end, you can favorite tracks, and you can go back and find your tracks. So if you can be like, oh, hey, I'm making an indie playlist about folk this week. What folk songs did I like within the last 3 months, I guess. And then, yeah, I just go and find them. And you can even hook it up to your Spotify, you can hook it up to your iTunes. Last.fm's really cool. If you don't if you don't use Last.fm, you're kind of not cool. But yeah, Rubik. The album Solar, which comes out in 2011. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm one of those people that thinks he's fun. I think I'm way funnier than I actually am. It's a serious problem in my life. Oh, look, this video's having a fun time loading. There we go. This is another Last FM find, but this is more of a math rock song. But it's just a good, chillin' YouTube song. I put it on Sunday morning. I mean, usually for me on Sunday morning, I'm listening to hymns in church. So, yeah. But I guess Ghosts and Vodka. I'm starting to regret putting this on Saturday. I don't condone drinking or the afterlife as far as ghosts go, but it's a good song, so I'll let you guys listen to it for a second. Oh my gosh, there's no time. Yeah, I really have to hurry because this is already at 25 minutes and it's getting super long and there's lots of stuff I still want to say. So, let's go to our next song. I'll talk over it. This is a cover of one of my favorite bands, The Postal Service, but this cover is by Iron and Wine, and this song's called Such Great Heights. I won't let you listen to it, I'll let you listen to it at the end, but I'm just gonna make my wrapping up notes now, because this video is gonna be like 7 minutes longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm sorry. Okay, so, this week was super crazy, and I'm sorry if my commentary seemed a little rushed or a little frantic, I don't know. Just had a lot on my mind this week. Didn't go how I planned, but it also didn't go badly. You know when things are like pleasantly, surprisingly easy? I don't know, I don't mean to ramble, but aside from that, yeah, I've been feeling sick, but like I said, applying to college, it's going to be awesome. I really hope I can do more podcasts when I'm in college and university. I've been planning out that, like, if I start having more followers, hopefully this will become a thing. I'm going to try and make a Facebook page that people can like so I don't have to keep posting this stuff to my Facebook wall, because I know that's irritating. So, if you want to hear more, please go like the Facebook page whenever I make it. Heart. But yeah, so, finally, I just have my account names here. If you want to go through and listen to me on anything, I'll leave links to it in the description, but if you want to just look it up if you have it open. My SoundCloud account is Jonah Steenbach, Jonah, and then Steenbach is my actual last name. That's Steenbock. And then my Spotify is the same, and then my last FM is JonahVark96, all one word. So, you guys can go listen to what I'm listening to. Those are all my favorite programs to use for listening to music, so you can find some pretty great stuff. That's how I found this song, which I'm going to let you guys go out on. So, have a great week, you guys. Here's to a less stressful week and, you know, maybe a little more mundane, because sometimes normal is good. Not always, though. But, I'm Jonah, and happy Sunday. Oh, also, I almost forgot. On this day in history, New Amsterdam, also known as New York, is incorporated in 1653, so happy birthday, New York.